One thing that you might have all realized right now is that Raila Amolo Odinga joining President William Ruto's government has not only made chances for the exit of William Ruto in office in the year 2027 possible, but will play a very key and important role in making sure that happens. Why am I saying this? Raila Amolo Odinga, for the first time in history, he decided to take a certain route, entering into a coalition agreement with a first-term president. That was William Ruto. Not only that, Raila Amolo Odinga, for the first time, he entered into a coalition agreement with William Ruto while in disagreement with his brothers and his party. If you all have seen, the ODM party currently is divided into two functions. Those that believe in William Ruto working with Raila Odinga, and those that believe Raila Amolo Odinga should have stuck with the people and that Raila Amolo Odinga had the best chance of running for presidency and winning in the year 2027. But why did Raila Amolo Odinga take this step of joining William Ruto and having a pact with William Ruto? Allow me to elaborate this for you, because I am sure Raila Amolo Odinga will be the ultimate downfall of President William Ruto's political career, and he, Raila Amolo Odinga, will surely make William Ruto a one-term president. Now let's get down to the history box. Raila Amolo Odinga, before joining William Ruto's pact, he held some certain consultations, meetings in different counties all over the country, mostly in the Nyanza region, the western region part of Kenya, and also in the northeastern part of Kenya, because he believes that is where his supporters lie. One thing that Raila Amolo Odinga did days to actualizing or making sure that these deals go through, in Kilifi, he met with he met with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Before meeting with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, in a secret meeting previously, Raila Amolo Odinga met with Kalonzo Musyoka. Now, the details of the meeting of Raila Amolo Odinga and Kalonzo Musyoka were never made public. The details of the meeting between Raila Amolo Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta were never made public. Reason being, we can just guess. But as you all know, if anybody apart from William Ruto is given, is supported by Raila Amolo Odinga or is endorsed by Raila Amolo Odinga, we know ultimately that person will become the president of the Republic of Kenya. And William Ruto knew that. That is why he did most rash decision. And indeed, he did himself one of the most self-sabotaging act of all time. I will not miss my words when I'm quoting one Vincent Tuwei, the former member of parliament of Mosop. This man worked with Daniel Moi. He was one of the MPs during the YK92, the young youths for KANU in the year 1992 who were campaigning for Moi and who worked on with Moi until Moi left the government in the year 2002. And this man confessed to being one of those key MPs that were sent by Moi to negotiate with Raila Amolo Odinga and to bring Raila Amolo Odinga and the Luo people into Moi's government after the elections of the year 1997. Are we together? But Vincent Tuwei tells us Raila Amolo Odinga took everything that we gave him, joined the government in the year 2001, and 6 months to the election in the year 2002, Raila Amolo Odinga left the government of Daniel Moi, and in Uhuru Park he declared Kibaki tosha na akasema Kasarani kuna kisirani ambapo Moi alikuwa ana declare Uhuru Kenyatta as the presidential candidate of the KANU party. Are we together? Now that is Raila Amolo Odinga. Raila Amolo Odinga is one of the most unpredictable political leaders that we have in this country. His moves, you might, as the public, view Raila Amolo Odinga as a man that has given up on believing in people and taking what people are saying. But I tell you, behind the deal of Raila Amolo Odinga and William Ruto, there is a factor of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, and there is a factor of Kalonzo Musyoka and Martha Karua behind that. Are we together? Reason being, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta has believed in a very long time that Raila Amolo Odinga is the rightful person that could become the president of the Republic of Kenya. And even if not so, he believed that Raila Amolo Odinga could be the kingmaker of the politics of the Republic of Kenya that Kenya has never had. Are we together? And that is why the division in ODM can be questionable. Allow me to speak in that manner. We all know Raila Amolo Odinga going to that meeting or signing that pact without James Orengo by his side was one thing that everybody believed was something out of Raila Amolo Odinga's books, because him, Raila Amolo Odinga and James Orengo have walked side by side in the political history of this republic. I mean, in the opposition politics of this republic. And we shall go back to the meeting held in Busia in celebration of the 20 years of ODM party. There, James Orengo, in his own words, told Raila Amolo Odinga, don't rush. We believe that you can be the president. It's because of your leadership that ODM has lasted for 20 years. There is no any other political party that has survived that long. Are we together? On the other hand, Sifuna is singing the same song. Before the signing, also Anyang' Nyong'o was singing the same song with James Orengo. Even in the signing, you all saw that Anyang' Nyong'o was not feeling it. Sifuna wasn't feeling it. Baba himself, there was a body language that he portrayed that he was not feeling it. But he had to do it because currently that pact aligns with his interest. Are we together? He knows that from now to 2027, we have about 3 years that needs planning, strategizing, and coming up with the right decision. And I can't do that outside the government. I have to be in it. I have to make sure that William Ruto believes that I am going nowhere, that I will be here to support him. Are we together? And when you look at it in that dimension, and quoting some people, Raila Amolo Odinga comes out of the blues with the most greatest ideologies that the people of Kenya, you didn't expect Raila Amolo Odinga to be for the people of the Republic of Kenya. When people are bashing him, when people are abusing, that is when Raila Amolo Odinga's trust and belief is in the people. Right now, they have heckled him. They have abused him. They will say that Raila Amolo Odinga doesn't listen to the people. But Raila is listening to the people. It's only that currently he has to play the cards right, because he knows there is no way that we will remove William Ruto from the government without going to the ballot box come the year 2027. And I I can actually say that is what Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta told him. Work with him. But come the year 2027, you have to support somebody else. You can't trust this man. And I tell you, Raila Amolo Odinga will not support a Kikuyu candidate or a Kalenjin candidate. He will support either a Luo candidate, either a Kisii candidate, a Luya candidate, or a Kamba candidate. There is Kalonzo Musyoka, there is Fred Matiang'i, and some other factors over there. But when you look at the division in the ODM, Raila Amolo Odinga knows if James Orengo comes out strongly and condemns the pact that he signed, together with Babu Owino and Sifuna, and they start campaigning against Raila Amolo Odinga, then people will listen to them in a way that Raila Amolo Odinga will become useless in the politics of the Luo Nyanza and in the western part of Kenya, and even in the Nairobi, in Nairobi region. Are we together? So he has to allow them to do everything they want. He has to allow them right now. They have to play the card that we are not in it together. But the time will come when Raila Amolo Odinga will definitely become the head of Ruto's career. And that is in the year 2027. Raila Amolo Odinga, few months to the election, as he is planning, I am sure he will come out with a decision to support another candidate that will not be William Ruto. And when you look at it, the William Ruto function that has put all hopes on Raila Amolo Odinga is collapsing because people like Musalia Mudavadi, people like Kithure Kindiki, people like Moses Wetangula don't have any influence now that Raila Amolo Odinga is there. And they know they're being termed as useless by William Ruto right now. So as time goes, they will walk out. And Raila knows he will make sure that this Kenya Kwanza administration, and more so, the alliance will be doomed. That no way that this alliance can, there is no way that that alliance can go into an election in the year 2027, even get I mean 2 million votes, because a lot of people will back out from supporting William Ruto and even to continue working with him, because they will go to protect their political careers and they will leave Ruto with Raila, and Ruto will continue believing in Raila. Remember, Ruto used to worship Raila back in the year 2007. So he has returned to worshiping Raila Amolo Odinga. So he will worship him, believing that Raila will deliver. But I tell you, when Raila walks out, he will declare the gubernatorial seat of Nairobi to Babu Owino. He will work with Kalonzo Musyoka, Fred Matiang'i, and Akina Rigathi Gachagua. And I tell you, the next government that will come in, and that is why when Raila Amolo Odinga signed that pact and spoke about it, he said, note that this is not an ODM and UDA pact endorsing William Ruto for 2027 general election. Are we together? So he made a warning to people. He made people understand. Aliachia alama ya dukuduku kwa kusema kwamba hapa tumeungana ndio, lakini huu sio muungano ambao utamuunga William Ruto katika uchaguzi wa mwaka 2027. So that means he left a space there. And that space is supposed to be filled come the year 2027. And that is when he will make his final decision on who he will support. And I tell you, he won't support William Ruto. Raila Amolo Odinga will be the head of Kasongo. Kasongo should continue believing, let him do whatever he feels he will do this first time. But come the year 2027, Raila Amolo Odinga will hang him out to dry. That's it for now. Tell me what is your thought in regards to this analysis. See you in our next video.